So we're putting together the lid sections here. You notice I got my favorite welder back over here again. He answers to Daniel. His nickname is Cross. Ain't that right?
Best welder I know.
He's so enthusiastic, y'all. Well, I stiffened that up a lot right there. Let's take and put some down this, or do you think? Yeah. Let's go ahead and put a piece on the sides right there. Because, and the reason why is because we're gonna catch it in the middle of it with the eye bolt and weld it to it on the top, on each side.
Yep.
And that'll stiffen it up. The other ways there.
Just think about birds and butterflies.
Yeah. You can fit it however you need to on it. It's not really gonna matter on that. So that's the front section. That lip over there is gonna overhang the very front of the trailer. Where the eye bolts end up going through, where they're attached up there on that front, on the two channels, we're gonna need to punch some holes in this up here for that. So that when it sets down, it'll set and they protrude up through it, which is fine. Like I said, it don't have to be perfect.
You good with going from here to here?
Yes. Oh yeah. Put it on in if you want to. That'll be good. So that's what we're doing. I'm working on the old Oscar here. Fix it up and get a lid on it there, or part way on it.
Who was you talking to?
I was talking to you two. Y'all see he's about as enthusiastic as a pile of cow poop out in the pasture, but he all of a sudden hit him. He's wanting to start a YouTube channel up, and so he thought, well, I need to bring a joke. So that's what he did. He just brought one.
I didn't know you still film.
Yeah, when you had your little crack, your little smart crack right there, I flipped the button back on, man. That's right. I can make you a star, man. I know they wouldn't let you do it, but man, if you could con them into letting you film out there, some of the stuff that y'all, some of the cool stuff that y'all do, shoot.
Oh yeah.
I got a short in my trigger. Sure do.
All this humidity.
Think so?
No.
Well, hey.
Let's go ahead and take it apart.
All right, let's check it.
Let's get it.
Yeah. So y'all gonna get to see the inside of a Miller MIG gun here.
You've been here all day and you ain't got it 68 degrees in here.
No, I come in here this morning and I turned it on, and evidently I turned it off when I left. I wasn't thinking. And so here we are. It's better than being in here without nothing on, though.
You damn right about that.
There you go. Let me cut this towel off before it gets shot.
I got it unplugged right there.
Oh, do you? Okay. Is that wire broke right there? Oh, my glasses are over here. Let's see. No, I thought it was, but it's still together. I guess all that does is just make contact across both of them, don't it?
Yeah.
When you mash it. It's just got a little spring thing. Just screw it back in. we got something else going on besides right there then. So it's gonna be back that way is where it's gonna be. Cause that, there we go. Cause when I do that, it ought to make it run right there. So y'all see, we got two channel irons up there on the front of it, and we're gonna put some eye bolts on those two pieces of channel iron. So we're gonna kill two birds with one stone. We gotta fix this to where it'll fit over it. And also that'll serve as a vent there too, up on the front. One over here on this side and then one over there. You can make them squirt if you want to. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt a thing. And so you gotta keep in mind now, right here, you're gonna run in, that piece of angle iron runs up under there right there, so you'll be able to run right up to it. Because that angle iron is gonna be right there, is gonna be the edge of it where those, you can see where the tacks are on it. So that'll allow the eye bolt to protrude through this, or to sit on there, and air to escape when blowing chips into it. Which it won't take long to fill it. Blowing chips in there will be pretty quick. Yeah, it'll be easier on you too. You don't have to be trying to cut it on the radius, but you can, well, you're to the other side. Yeah, go ahead and mark it. And then you come back with a line on the top where to stop at. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, just mark it across. That'll work. He's trying to be all fancy and everything. Here you are. Because all your buddies at the shop watch this, see?
I don't know anybody that watches it.
Oh, there's people that watch it. They know who you are.
Yeah, they watch it.
Just come down. Well, it's against right there. It's against right there. You don't want to take that, don't get your finger now. Your, that's what it is, a little bit too tight. Just take your wheel and just run up there, whatever. Okay. Just slice it off a little bit. Just a little bit tight is all. So the reason why I wouldn't sit down while I go all the way down is because the angle iron, channel iron on the outside is hitting on it. We got that fixed now. Get my gloves on. bolts and chips. No, he's there. You good? Look good?
It's okay.
I don't want okay.
You pull that front up, buckle it up.
What? Show it to the back. What about? Oh, no, because this got a bow in it right there, so that's fine. And then just hit that thing with a bit of pushing on it.
So other than that, looks good.
That's going to work pretty good because that lip right there, that's going to let air go through. And so that lip will be a deflector right there on it, so that's going to work.
It's up tight on this corner.
Yeah.
I planned that just so we get just like it did.
Yeah. You gotta look. That was on accident. Pure accident. Because you were fixing to go to line, and if it didn't. I want to show y'all how this thing ended up turning out. I got a bolt that you see the holes up there in the top of it where it overlaps. You see the eye bolts up there on everything. Bolt holes. I got to get some more 3/8 bolts. Go in it, and then I'll put some longer ones in here, and they'll pull that front to back out to where to match it up there when I pull it out. But so you can see I got it overlapped over here. So like this section right here at the top is 3 pieces thick of that 16th there, 16 gauge stuff. Run over this side. So you can see I got the side bolted up here. Got it done. So there'll be 2 that'll go in the front up there. We're gonna go inside. See, there's that bolt right there. Show you how it looks on the inside. Well, this is what it looks like from the back, looking into it there. So there's a sheet up there at the front, and then it's 6 3/4 gap, and then that other sheet. Took this brace here. It was kind of in the way when I was loading stuff in it with the Mini, so I left the pieces to bolt on in case I want to bolt, and just cut a whole new one. Just took this one out is all. It's laying over on the floor, and put a whole new one in here, and allowed me another 2 foot of clearance coming back. So I've got enough room, like if I'm gonna reach in and set stuff in. That was a little bit too tight with this one on the very back. But this thing's turned out really nice. What we did was, like I said in a previous video, we framed the inside of it with some angle, and then on this one here we put the angle up on top of it up there on the side. On this one we didn't have no clearance problems on it, so we put the angle underneath it, so it's got a frame in here that stiffens it up quite a lot. So on the front, we cut it enough to where that eye bolt would fit through in an air hole there, where as it's chipping in, the air can blow out. And then over here too, same thing, so it can blow out. And then you've got this gap, which is also going to deflect. This angle iron here will kind of help deflect stuff, but should anything go out here, if it does, I can lay some expanded metal on it real easy. I'm gonna do it like it is right now. I'm gonna see what happens, and if nothing happens, just gonna leave it like it is. I'll let air go out and everything. There may be some chips come out the top of it right there as it comes back right here as it's packing back. There may be a little bit, but I don't think it will, because this angle iron right here is gonna kind of help deflect them down, but who knows? Some of this stuff you don't know what it's gonna do till you try it. But I've got everything on here where you can just snatch these bolts out real quick with an impact. And then everything's got lifting eyes on it. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. The top pieces are not that heavy. I can actually pick them up by myself. So I could take this one loose, spin it around a long ways, set it up there, and take some clamps, clamp it to it, and then pick up both pieces at the same time with the Mini. So what's my game plan now on it? I am planning on, I've got a guy here locally that does sandblasting, and I'm gonna pull it apart and probably get him to sandblast all 7 pieces, and then get him to paint it in the Kubota orange color for me, because I want it all painted, all 7 pieces there of it painted. So this part right here, the game plan is to leave this part open. What I can do is get me a tarp if I want to and put it over it, but I'm not really worried about that. As I blast in, I'll just let it pack back to the back right here, and we're just gonna let it ride like that. I can go ahead and, you know, if I want to, I could get another roof section and put on it, but I think I'll leave it just like it is, because the amount of chips that this thing is going to hold is going to be pretty crazy. Now, there's been seems like some people in the comments concerned about the weight. All right, so the rule of thumb on chips is 500 pounds a yard. And so if you had 20 yards in it, you're only looking at 10,000 pounds. You're not even close to even nowhere near maxing this trailer out. Even with the metal, the sheets of, the 4x8 sheets of metal, if they were whole sheets, they weigh 80 pounds, which the ones on the side and everything are not whole sheets, but then you add back the channel iron and stuff like that. So the sheets are gonna end up being around 100 pounds a piece is what they're gonna be. They're not bad to pick up by yourself. So even with them there it's no weight on the trailer adding up to anything, as far as nothing to worry about like that goes. So that's not going to be an issue, but I'm pretty happy with it the way it turned out without the 2 roof sections on it. It did really good when me and Justin and Chris used it here back earlier this month when we did that real big takedown job there. So I'm anxious to kind of, I would run it right now the way it is and blow chips in it just to kind of test it. But once I get it painted up, man, this thing is going to look sharp, very sharp. I figure it's going to be interesting to see how long it takes me to pull it apart when I get ready to take it apart. I'm gonna do it by myself. I'm figuring it's gonna take me, I'm guessing, maybe an hour to pull it all off. The worst part will be me hooking the chains from the machine, from the Mini up there on it. Other than that, because I can run through just in a matter of just a little bit and snatch the bolts out of it, the bolts and the nuts out of it, because they're all 9/16 in the sides, except for on the channel iron there. Those are all 3/4 headed bolts. There's what those are on there, and just pull them out, get the nuts out. What I'll do is I'll just walk around it with a bucket or a plastic tray or something. As I'm pulling them out, I'll drop them right in that bucket or box or plastic tray or whatever I'm gonna do. And then I'll take it and just start hooking chains and disassembling it. So the other thing too, you almost got an enclosed trailer here, so I can put my Ranger up in here, or a mini skid up in here, or a couple of mini skids up in here, because probably 2 of them would fit in here. Probably 2 Rangers would fit in here too, I bet. So I could do a lot of different stuff in here and put something in here all the way up at the front. It would be pretty much protected from the elements because all these corners overlap. This one overlaps over here on this side, and that overlaps there, and then the front overlaps on the front. So if y'all enjoyed that with the trailer, little update on the old thumb here. Thumb's doing good. It don't look any different. It still, still feels funny. It's jet black. So go back if you want to know what happened to my thumb. Go back a few days. Check out a video there on it. There's a cricket in here. I'd like to find him and smash him in half. But y'all have a good rest of the week. We'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.